I'm really a Fender bass player, primarily a 4-string player. Although there were times, there was a period, probably 6 or 7 years, when I played 5-string. I kind of came up on Fender Jazz basses. My first bass was a Fender Jazz, and that's kind of where I wound up. I really like hollow body basses. I like old Ks. I like the thump. I spent a lot of time copying guys like Joey Spampinato, and I would see guys like that got a real kind of thumpy sound, and a hollow body bass, and OK was something that at the time you could get pretty cheap and tweak it a little bit, and it sounded great. But primarily Fender jazz basses and precision basses, and I'm a Fender endorser. You got to find that confident place. You know, you got to be ready to back up what you're doing, and it's not that hard to do. I mean, it seems like a hurdle sometimes, the mental game of it. And another thing is, and this was a long, hard lesson for me to learn. But another thing is, because of how I grew up and where I grew up, I was really focused on names. You know, because that's all I had was a name on an album to look at. And I meet some of these guys and hear reputations and go, oh, Will, you know, holy shit, that's Will Lee. And then you meet him and he's just like regular. He's gigging like we're all just gigging, you know. Some guys run through cycles and they have great gigs sometimes, but I mean, we're all bass players, we're all musicians, we're all trying to, you know, gig and hold it down. So don't get hung up on names, you know. Mike Brignodella, who I know is coming in here from one of these, he's a perfect example because, like I say, when I moved to Nashville, I saw his name on a record, and he's really a great musician. And then I remember the first time I met him, and I was thinking, oh, this is the cat. It plays so well with a pick, you know, this stuff that I heard on these records. He was playing with a pick, so in my mind, I put him in this box. He's this pick guy, and he wasn't. He just did it for that song, you know. And he turned out to be such a gracious, humble guy, and it reinforced that fact that man, we're all just people, you know. Don't get hung up on a name. Enjoy somebody for their talent and what they do, but don't be doubting yourself that you can't stand up, you know, right next to them.